Leaving a toxic relationship triggers a profound physical exhaustion that persists long after the emotional crisis has passed. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to build your personal no-contact survival guide. Step by step, we will equip you with a digital shield, exact text scripts for difficult conversations, and specific tactics to block attempts to pull you back in. To start, you just need your phone, a deep breath, and a readiness to finally prioritize your own well-being. No contact serves as a protective fortress for your peace, centered entirely on your own safety rather than the other person's punishment. Toxic relationships operate on intermittent reinforcement, creating a chemical dependency. These unpredictable highs and lows rewire your brain to become tethered to the person mistreating you. Your brain craves the dopamine spike of their sudden attention, much like a physical addiction. Step 1 to breaking that loop is the 72-hour lockdown. This is an absolute zero-contact period to help you survive the initial phase of chemical withdrawal. To enforce this, use airplane mode whenever you feel the urge to check up on them. You can also install browser extensions and app blockers like Stay Free to remove the temptation completely. If the thought of never speaking again feels too heavy, set it aside. Your only job is to survive the next 3 days. Treating these first 72 hours as a physical detox allows your nervous system to reset. This distance provides the clarity needed to make long-term decisions. Once you create that distance, the toxic person will likely try to pull you back in using a manipulation tactic known as hoovering. This research on hoovering illustrates how the tactic leverages hope and the desire to be cherished. As the text explains, these attempts are about regaining control and supply through pseudo-apologies and false promises. They might say exactly what you've waited years to hear. Remind yourself that these sudden apologies are manipulation tactics, not genuine changes in behavior. You do not need to feel guilty for ignoring them. This brings us to step 2, the digital shield. Block their phone numbers, unfriend them from social media, hide them from your news feeds, and change your passwords. This concept of firewalling suggests that we need specific safeguards against toxic behavior. Much like computer software blocks malware, these boundaries keep harmful interactions from entering your life. A person offering a genuine apology will respect your need for space. A hoover actively ignores your boundaries to serve their own needs. Toxic individuals often try to bypass your digital shield by using mutual friends or family members to collect information about you. Step 3 is memorizing a pre-planned script for when those mutual contacts inevitably ask you about the relationship. You can use this exact phrase: "I appreciate your concern, but I am no longer discussing this relationship, and I need you to truly respect that if we are going to stay connected." Your delivery is vital. Keep your tone warm, but absolutely unyielding. Setting these strict boundaries with mutual contacts ensures your peace isn't indirectly compromised. Of course, absolute zero contact is not always possible. You might share children, or you might work in the same office. In unavoidable situations, this text outlines the strategy of low contact. This involves sticking to neutral topics and refusing to be baited into emotional reactions. This is step 4, the yellow rock method. The goal is to make yourself as emotionally uninteresting as a plain, ordinary rock. Look at this comparison. On the left, a text designed to provoke a fight. On the right, the yellow rock response. Just the factual answer about timing. Focus on responses that are brief, factual, and devoid of emotion. Avoid defending your perspective or explaining your reasoning. By stripping all emotion from your response, you starve the toxic person of the dramatic supply they are trying to provoke. This instruction on going no contact defines it as disappearing from the person's life to end toxic cycles. Maintaining absolute silence remains a foundational protection for your recovery. Even with these tools, you will still experience intense emotional spikes and sudden impulses to reach out. When that happens, you need step 5, the silence anchor. This is a physical grounding technique to help you ride out the urge without acting on it. We'll use the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale as the shape expands for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 7 seconds. And exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Let the impulse wash over you like a wave. It will pass, and you remain completely in control of your actions. Using a physical anchor like your breath neutralizes psychological panic, giving you the stamina to sustain your boundaries. You have successfully built your no-contact system, the lockdown protocol, your digital shield, your scripts, the yellow rock method, and your silence anchor. This research emphasizes that you have a right to your well-being. You are allowed to protect and defend yourself, regardless of the circumstances. Every single time you maintain no contact, you are communicating to yourself that you value your safety and your freedom. Save this video and use it as a safe space to return to whenever your resolve wavers. Choosing no contact allows you to fully reclaim your life. It takes courage to start, but it gets a little easier every single